So maybe I'll just fix the camera, fix the hallway bottom and hallway top. I can fix almost everything, so then I won't, accidentally misplace them or move them or mess things up. And if you press C, the C key, it gets you right into your only camera that equals to what I'm doing right now. Click on the viewport, camera 001, and then this is going to be my rendering view. The next thing is material. I will fix my material at my hallway. Okay, so this is the background and the environment. I'm not planning to do fancy, complicated color schemes to it, because we are in Vray. See that? We are in Vray. We just set that up, and now we will have to use Vray material. And you can see I press the key, the M key, right? First of all, let's all fix a wall material for this corridor here. Okay, so just a generic non-reflective material. So you go pressing on this button here, and of course not gonna be a manta ray franchise, so that won't work. So scroll down and find Vray. So it works like this. Once you are in the Vray render engine, 3D Studio Max understood that, and then it only gives you supposedly the materials that work for you. Okay, so standard materials always, but not good enough, so Vray, and there are tons and thousands of them. Don't panic now, and just go Vray material. You can spot it easily because it's the shortest one, just with the shortest name here, Vray MTL. So just that's pretty much like standard, except it's customized for Vray, so it has all the attributes that we needed. So just drag it down to the top part and bottom part. Voila, there you go. And you can see this standard material but is without the corners. It lost the corners, and you can see I have some 4 corners on this sphere. That means it's being used in the scene. Okay, so generically, nothing special, and that will be just done, right? Because the diffuse color is pretty much a medium gray tone, yeah, and nothing fancy. Well, that's good enough. We can tweak it around a little bit, but right now it works perfectly. So I am going to put it as diffuse material MTL. I really strongly recommend you to name things properly. Something like with a suffix, right? Or something that when you read it yourself, at least you're the only person, or even your team sees a name and they can really tell right away what it's about, where it's used, and have a good idea. Otherwise, so many things could happen in a scene, and thousands of items, of models and materials going everywhere, all over the place. We will have a hard time finding things, and it will just waste more time working on projects or even redoing things. We don't want that. We can't be too careful, right? So we want to test some renders, and why not? Let's try. Get into the camera, or camera 001, and Shift Q or F9. Well, right off, there you go. And then looking at it, you go, wait a minute, why is it pitch dark? We don't see anything. And then some smart guy would come out, say, hey, the alpha channel is a good helper. You can toggle it, right? And you can see alpha channel, yes, that's the perfect answer. At least it's something to help, right? I can see the windows, see through it outside, and there's nothing, and that's black in the alpha channel. That means that my camera is properly placed in a view that's not obstructed, and then all the objects are still in front of the camera properly. Everything's in place, but we don't see anything. Well, haven't we just put a V-Ray material to it? Yes. Have we got any error warnings? No. Why don't we see anything? Well, let me tell you. Let there be light, right? If there's no light in this virtual world, well, there's no chance you can see anything. And why did we used to have things? I mean, if I just create something, why did we see things in 3D Studio Max before we even use Vray? It's because there were default lights, okay? I'm not going into details about default lights here. I'm just saying, well, in Vray, if you don't create any lights, then you don't get any lights, and you will get the exact 100% scientific accurate picture that you are going to get dark, pitch dark, and nothing in this 3D world right now is giving off any light rays. So then you won't see a thing. And remember, if anything goes wrong, more than 99% of the time is that you forgot something, some careless mistakes here and there. Maybe it's something stupid properly, yes. So what could go wrong? Like I said, lights. So we need some lights. Okay,